The term Web3 has entered public discourse, with many of the world's biggest entrepreneurs and celebrities referring to it. The dream of making a new, improved, and decentralized version of the web is not a pipe dream. Does that mean that Web3 stocks are items you ought to consider investing in? Of course, and that's what we'll show you in today's video. But first, please like and subscribe to this channel, and then sit back and relax. To start with, there are several factors to think about. That is, which companies should watch? What differentiates them from their competitors? In this detailed guide, we'll try to offer you the fastest route to your financial goal. Try Top 5 Web3 Actions. There are many Web3 business opportunities worth considering. To make your decision easier, let's now look at 5 Web3 actions that tick all the preliminary boxes. All of the firms on the list have earned a good degree of public support from the crypto community. However, we urge you to also do your research and make sensible and responsible decisions. Number 1. Coinbase Global Incorporated. All industries enjoy flagship companies that are trusted by the public and display the most positive traits of the ecosystem. With nearly 90 million users, the Coinbase exchange is one such business for cryptocurrencies. In 2012, Coinbase was founded by former Airbnb engineer Ryan Armstrong. In the following years, it became one of the reference places for cryptocurrency trading. It's responsible for serving as a gateway to the crypto world for millions of users. This has made it successful, very successful. In fact, as of 2020, Coinbase posts annual revenues of over $1 billion. Coinbase is directly involved in Web 3.0 in a very pretty obvious way. And of course, Coinbase indirectly supports many of the developing blockchain companies by helping to trade their native tokens. But there's more. Coinbase's venture capital arm, Coinbase Ventures, has directly supported the event of blockchain companies like Solana or BlockFi, among others. These are cryptocurrency companies that operate based on helping to establish the Web3 infrastructure. Additionally, Coinbase has wisely chosen to attack itself on the decentralization concept shared by most Web3 customers. In May 2022, Coinbase allowed select users the power to access DeFi and other applications through the company's official mobile app. A hot wallet app is also available. It has many features, for instance, having the ability to buy NFTs directly from marketplaces like OpenSea. However, this features a co-custody setup, which suggests that the user's personal information is also stored by the cryptocurrency exchange. Now you would possibly ask, are Coinbase stocks a reliable investment? Coinbase shares are often traded like any other public company. While Coinbase shares have fallen in a few months, much of its popularity is intrinsically connected to the allure of cryptocurrencies. So you need to consider this important guide before making your investment decision. Number 2. Apple Incorporated. If you had invested $1,000 in Apple stock a decade ago, you'd probably feel pretty good about yourself. His shares would be worth almost 8 times his initial investment today. The choice would have been even more profitable had it been made a few decades ago. This is all because Apple has been involved in a number of the most exciting technological innovations of the last few decades. It's also been one of the most profitable companies in the world. In 2021, for instance, Forbes yet again listed Apple as the most successful American company. So what does all this need to do with Web3? While Apple has not directly called out its support for blockchain technology, observers say this might simply be a matter of time. In fact, for many years, Apple has led the way or at least moved along with technological developments. Simply put, it's hard to imagine that the firm behind iPhone, iPad, and Mac computers wouldn't find itself in this brave new world. Yes, for the past 20 years, Apple has positioned itself as a tech maverick. However, no business can afford to ignore the market and its competitors. Samsung, for instance, seems to possess embraced blockchain technology and modern dApps. Apple hasn't responded similarly, but it's unlikely it won't be ready for much longer. Apple Pay integrating Web3 is a long-awaited move from the company. Why do we think Apple stocks are a good investment? Naturally, Apple stock's price fluctuates significantly over time. However, Apple stock has, in some ways, been the flagship when it involves this type of investment. After all, this was the first company to be worth $1 trillion, and 2 out of 3 Americans own at least one Apple product. It's impossible to talk about Web3 without Apple's involvement in some significant capacity. Number 3. International Business Machines Corporation. Speaking of tech giants, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention IBM stock. This company was founded in 1911 and in many ways remained the most famous computer brand in the world. For quite a century, IBM has been among the leaders of computer companies. In some ways, however, IBM is also a sleeping giant. It's long since stepped back from commodity markets and moved into higher-margin services. Even so, the company has already shown its intentions to move with the times. Its involvement in Web3 seems inevitable, because the company still has plans for Web3 integration. IBM continues to be a frontrunner in data and analytics. The company also continues to sell computer hardware, middleware, and software. In terms of overall value, IBM remains one of the largest companies in the world, together with Microsoft, Amazon, and Google. Are IBM stocks a good investment for you? It is IBM's commitment to the study of artificial intelligence and analytical software that makes the company of particular interest to our discussion. These efforts are likely to lead to a lot of development for Web3. The ultimate goal is to help foster a much higher level of internet connectivity. In other words, IBM could help radically transform the way computers reduce the burden on human employees in the future. The company has long been involved in crafting a way to lead the world into an even more automated future. The company's history and its plans help make it an excellent prospect for the future. IBM could retain its status as one of the world's leading companies, whilst Web3 becomes a reality. Number 4. NVIDIA Corporation. NVIDIA is a computer company that most likely is going to be intrinsically linked to the development of the legendary Web3. Yes, NVIDIA is primarily known for the graphics processing units, GPUs, that it produces, which are used by gamers all over the world. However, the company has also benefited greatly from the booming crypto market. They're responsible for many of the miners that help keep the cryptocurrency ecosystem in good working order. NVIDIA started its business in 1993. It had been known for developing its innovative chipset technology. The Californian company soon became the world leader in the production of integrated circuits that are widely used by gamers in both consoles and personal computers. In recent times, NVIDIA has invested massively in the pioneering fields of artificial intelligence and machine learning. The company refers to this effort as deep learning. It involves, among other things, the automated use of speech recognition, object detection, language translation, and more. Why do we think NVIDIA stocks are a good investment? Ultimately, NVIDIA hopes to greatly increase automation. This could appear to have potentially harmful effects on workers in the short term. After all, it might mean that machines will perform more and more tasks. However, there's certainly a silver lining to all of this. Experimental enthusiasts believe this may lead to a high degree of decentralization in Web3. In the best-case scenario, the utilization of AI will help to replace various third-party intermediaries in the crypto ecosystem and elsewhere. While much of this might well be in its experimental stage, clearly the company is dedicated to moving with the times and helping to remain a highly innovative company well into the future. Number 5. Unity Software Incorporated. In 2004, in Denmark, Unity Technologies was founded. The company later moved to San Francisco and became one of the biggest names in the video game industry. This is often largely due to Unity, its licensed game engine. Many of the most popular video games and applications in the world use it. This was a big enough business as it was. However, in 2018, Unity Software announced plans to aggressively expand. This means that they have invested large sums of money in the development of applications for new platforms and consoles. They also turned their attention toward virtual reality. And yes, they're very interested in Web3, specifically in the so-called metaverse. The metaverse, of course, could be a proposed future iteration of the internet, where virtual reality and augmented reality will be used on a massive scale, facilitating connectivity. Many of the world's top tech companies have shown a willingness to develop their centralized versions of this conception. Other developers will respond with decentralized alternatives. However, they're going to all need the help of Unity technologies. Yes, it seems almost certain that Unity is going to be a major player in Web3 games. It'll be one of the companies that provide the development tools to make this dream a reality. And naturally, this may have a great influence on the way the company itself will develop. Are Unity stocks a reliable investment? Yes, Unity's stock price has indeed fallen over the past year. However, the same can be said for some of its direct competitors, like Matterport. The disappointing results could just be a reaction to the public cooling off some of their previously inflamed interest in the metaverse. Still, with numerous applications involving this virtual reality internet world already underway, there's reason to be optimistic about having this on your list of Web3 actions to consider. If you are still not sure of this, ask yourself, why do you have to consider investing in Web3 stock? Web3 remains a very new concept. Most companies are still learning the way to best implement experiences, products, and solutions that will engage audiences for a long period. However, the conviction is there, and various reasons are being poured into the development of Web3 solutions. There is no doubt that Web3 will become an important part of our lives in the future, and several major companies are performing related initiatives. We hope you now understand how you'll make a lot of money from Web3, so invest today and obtain your higher returns. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, the subscription button, and the notification bell. To get notified when new videos are uploaded from this channel, do well to share your thoughts about how to make money from Web3. Best ways to invest and profit in the comment section below. Thank you.